Hi, my name is Chin Tat. I'm a resident of Ghim Moh, next to Dover Forest. You're in the middle of Dover Forest. So behind you is Dover Forest West. You're facing Dover Forest East. Dover Forest East will be fenced up for to be developed for public housing very soon. As you can see, the hoardings are already partly up. I'll be your guide through Dover Forest East today. Join me. Dover Forest is a albizia dominated secondary forest. This is an albizia tree, and this huge structure that you see here is the root system of a very big albizia tree that has toppled over. You can see the trunk over here. Although Dover Forest is an albizia dominated secondary forest, it is home to many important species, such as the globally critically endangered straw-headed boo-boo can be found in this forest. Albizia trees, although they are exotic and they are storm prone like this, they are found to have supported, or they are found to be supporting many locally vulnerable species. One such species in Dover Forest is the changeable hawk eagle. So there is a pair of changeable hawk eagles, a male and a female, that has been nesting here for many years now. This year, they have just given birth to a fluffy white eagle chick. So currently the eagle chick is 2 weeks old, very small, very white, and very cute. Let's continue our journey into Dover Forest East. How many trees do you see here? There are actually two trees. The main tree or the host tree is a durian tree. I'm putting my hand on its bark now. There is a strangler fig or a banyan tree that is wrapping itself around the durian tree. This banyan is a locally endangered species called Ficus virens. In addition to this combination of two trees entwined together, there are many other things going on this tree at the same time. So one of them is a glowing mushroom that has colonized the dying bark of the durian tree. So the durian tree is being strangled, it is dying away, and this mushroom is colonizing it. So currently we can't see the mushroom now, but at night when they are here, you can see that they are glowing green in color. Another thing I want to point out is there are a lot of Singapore tarantulas living in this tree. So you see these little nooks and crannies formed by the network of the banyan's roots. Singapore tarantula likes to make their silky tunnel webs here. Let's continue our walk into the forest. This is a fishtail palm, a very common species in forests in Singapore. It is called the fishtail palm because the leaves of this palm look like the tail of a fish, or as many have observed, this also looks like the leaf has been bitten off by some animal, but it's naturally like this. Now the fruits of the fishtail palm are a favorite food of the Asian palm civets, whose habitat is this forest, Dover Forest East. Now this bunch of fruits aren't ripe yet. When they are ripe, they will be red in color. So this particular fishtail palm tree is good because it shows different clumps of fruits and flowers in various stages of maturity. This is the biggest stream flowing through Dover Forest East. The source of the water is outside the forest. To the north, there is a network of drains in the Singapore Polytechnic area. So the rainwater from those drains collect and flow into the forest eventually. So upstream region is behind you. The water flows downstream. Eventually, all this water will empty into the Ulu Pandan Canal. This stream will eventually be conserved within the housing estate that will spring up left and right within Dover Forest East. So if you come back here 10 years from now, this stream will be the centerpiece of quite a big park space in between two new housing estates. Now the stream comes alive at night. So there is Sunda swamp eel, which is one species that can be found here. And because it is nocturnal, you can only probably see it at night. So other species that can be found here are mostly nocturnal. So there is the giant Malayan frog, which can be found here as well at night. Shh. That big beehive over there, stuck to the branch of a tree, so that is a hive of the giant honeybee. So this is one large exposed honeycomb, but you can't see the hexagons of the honeycomb because the bees, the worker bees, are covering the entire surface of this very large honeycomb that is 1 meter to 2 meters wide. Now there are 4 species of honeybees in Singapore. So the giant honeybee is one, which is this one that you are seeing here. You have the Asian honeybee, and there are 2 different species of dwarf honeybees in Singapore. Now all 4 species can be found in Dover Forest East, and all 4 species can be found within this vicinity, probably because there is a secret garden here that is maintained by some retiree uncles who have planted some flowering plants. So maybe that is the reason why the bees love this area. We are at one of the numerous exits and entrances to Dover Forest East. So this is one of the exits along the border between Dover Forest East and Ghim Moh Link. The road here is called Ghim Moh Link, and as you can see, the fence line is already more or less complete here between the forest and Ghim Moh Link. So Dover Forest East will be completely fenced up very soon and developed over the next 5 to 10 years. So follow me now as I go across the road to Block 31 Ghim Moh Link, and there we will go up to level 38 where we can have a very nice aerial view of the entire forest. This way. We are now in the staircase A, level 38 of Block 31 Ghim Moh Link. We are looking down on Dover Forest. So it is my hope that in the next 10 years, while Dover Forest East is being cleared and developed, we can do as much as possible to retain Dover Forest West, which is further out beyond the grass patch.